Acrobatic finish. Knocks down the three. Yes, sir. Mark Ping is going right at Simon Sandagon.
Out the basket and one.
The preseason rolls on in the MPBL. We are live from the Paco Arena sa lungsod po ng Maynila. And we bring you the final game of our triple header featuring the returning Chito Jaime. Now finding himself back with the Bataan Risers. Kalaban nila ang isa sa mga rising stars dito sa MPBL, si JC Recto. Kasama nila ang Mindoro Tamaraws. Yan po ang magkatunggali in our main game, the Bataan Risers versus the Mindoro Tamaraws. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Kent Panglinan still with Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, itong Mindoro having some sort of a revamp. While itong Bataan, akala natin same core nung naging lineup nila last season, pero meron silang dalawang rest back na maglalaro for today's game.
Oh, ito yung mga rest back na yan, definitely makakatulong sa kanila as they try to, you know, restructure themselves and be better here in the preseason so that when the season comes, mas prepared na sila sa kanilang labanan.
At batiin natin yung mga nanonood sa atin live on the official MPBL YouTube channel and also on our MPBL Facebook page. And well, Coach Mike, these two teams were in play-in territory in their respective divisions. Unahin natin itong Bataan. Robbie Darang, who had a strong start to the season last year. Medyo na-injure pero ito nabalik siya. At nung laban nila against Abra, despite the loss, maganda din yung kanyang production dito.
Oh, 75% shooting from the perimeter, though. You know, yung 54% na shooting niya to get those 14 points, malaking bagay na yan para sa kumpiyansa nito ni Robbie Darang. Of course, I feel it's only a matter of time before Robbie Darang starts blending in, but he's gonna need help from his other teammates. Like what you said, they try to keep the core, but definitely there are some other pieces that might come in for the Risers this season.
Part of that trio of point guards that anytime could produce at a high rate para dito sa Bataan Risers. And syempre, kalaban nila sa kabilang panig itong Mindoro Tamaraws na kinakalaunan si JC Recto, no? Isang tubong Mindoro, had that wealthy collegiate experience in the NCAA playing for the Mapua Cardinals, had a solid debut game, but I think big things are expected from him as Mindoro wants to make another playoff push in the MPBL.
Yeah, the young guy definitely is gonna learn from his other kuyas in the Mindoro's team, so to speak. Kasama na dyan yung isa pang homegrown nila na si JJ Casper. He's gonna bring a lot of that. And in their last game, those 15 points on a 66% shooting has really helped out. And so long as he continues to produce and be confident with the way that he plays and learns from his kuyas in the Tamaraws, you know, things are on the upside para dito kay JC Recto.
A wide body who could play the wing or also play as a 4. Of course, Mayor Jennifer Ina Alegre Cruz always supporting itong Mindoro Tamaraws at magandang laban ito between these two squads. Our main game for tonight, the Bataan Risers versus the Mindoro Tamaraws. Punta na natin si Miguel Bray for starting lineups.
Starting at guard, number 18, Tutoy Ramirez. Also at guard, number 7, Hubert Kenny. At forward, number 1, Robbie Darang. Also at forward, number 2, Carl Bringas. And at center, number 39, Jamil Gabawan. The head coach for Bataan Risers is Goody Ilagan with Mac Tan. Assisted by Ogie Gumatay, John Flores, F. Francisco, Marvin Molines, Lumi Cortina, and Councilor Gary David. Team manager is attorney Gary Palmero. The team owner is Luis Valenzuela. Here comes the starting 5 for Mindoro Tamaraws. Starting at guard, number 16, RJ Ramirez. Also at guard, number 21, JV De La Cruz. At center, number 22, Marion Magat. At forward, number 27, Jonas Tibayan. Also at forward, number 5, JC Recto. The head coach for the Tamaraws is Benji Chidoro. Assistant coaches, J.R. Carlos, Drake Santos, and Gabaliari. Assistant team managers, JC Libonao. team manager Sandra Norte. Let's see.
Starting lineups para sa Bataan muna, no? Robbie Darang, Hubert Cani, Jamil Gabawan, Tutoy Ramirez, and Carl Bringas for Mindoro, RJ Ramirez, JV De La Cruz, Marion Magat, Jonas Tibayan, and JC Recto. And Coach Mike, we like the mix for Bataan because you've got 3 guards plus Carl Bringas and Jamil Gabawan. So this is a small lineup they're beginning with against Mindoro, who I believe has really been, at least here in the off-season, nagpalaki sila, no? As you see, Jonas Tibayan score on the interior, getting the first basket for the Tamaraws.
Definitely. I mean, itong guard rotation ng Bataan Risers, well, alam naman natin, speed is going to be a key factor, a facet of how the Risers play. They speed up the game, just like what we're seeing here in the half court. A lot of ball and man movement to start the game. You'd like for that to continue if you're the Risers. Samantalang, ang question naman sa defensive end, how do you stop the bigger guys of itong Mindoro Tamaraws? Obviously, you have Marion Magat, you've got Jonas Tibayan, and even JB De La Cruz.
RJ Ramirez playing the point. Yung sinasabi natin, if you have RJ Ramirez playing that point guard spot at 6 feet 6'1",
Yes.
tapos samahan mo pa mga lengthy wings, you see that offensive foul drawn by Mindoro, Carl Bringas, picking up that personal foul.
Boy, but how about the energy of RJ Ramirez? You know, that pass in the middle of the lane, offering his body to get that charge of Carl Bringas.
JV De La Cruz, part of that crew. 4 na veterano kasama ni JC Recto dito, no? In this lineup. Jonas Tibayan trying to locate Ramirez. Pass bit too early.
A bit too tight too. Jonas didn't really have a good look. Could have opted to go to the wing side.
Bola na tapik. Hubert Cani will reset their offense. Gabawan locates Bringas. 5 on their shot clock. Bola na sa low ni Hubert Cani. Bubukol sa 3. Off the glass and in.
I've always said that it's brilliant that you have Hubert Cani playing alongside a Robbie Darang and other guards. You could slide itong si Hubert Cani on the wing spot, be the shooting guard. And for the most part, he's thrived on it.
Marion Magat can answer that 3-pointer.
Oh, wow.
Cani
Look at that.
getting the step on JV De La Cruz. Can't convert. De La Cruz bounce pass to Recto. Pass inside. Tibayan scores plus the foul.
It's not just the size, Ken. To see Jonas Tibayan picking himself up. It's the speed, the pace of the game as well. It's like a bigger set of players compared to the Risers that can actually also play full length of the floor and bring that pace up.
Nagkalaban tong dalawang kupunan na ito last season in Bataan. That was a little late in the season. So both teams were really gunning for wins. That was a very controversial game in which Bataan was trailing. Mindoro had the basketball. As you'd like to thank Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Hubert Cani lays it up and in. 7-4 is our score. JB De La Cruz, pumukol, pintis. Tutoy Ramirez playing as a small forward. Gabawan, tight pass, Bringas, can't finish. JC Recto gobbles up the miss.
I thought Jamil Gabawan had a spray outside with Hubert Cani available, waiting on the 3.
Pumihit si Marion Magat. Nakasok ng foul laban sa Bataan.
There are very few players who can actually make something at the post area without putting the ball on the floor. And I feel Marion Magat, with his huge strides of his, can go from the low block quickly to the middle of the floor, which he did on that spin going the middle side. And you were talking about Bataan earlier. You know, that first 5 games where they were one of 4 was really a rough start for them to start the last season.
Sa ano nagtapat sila late in the season? Yun nga eh, naghahabol yung Bataan noon. They had a chance to at least tie the game. But then, what they thought was a missed call on that backward violation by Mindoro. And Mindoro,
Yeah, that was a 2-point loss. No?
oh,
Yeah.
were able to escape with a win.
Yes. That was a close one.
Tatakbo na naman ang Bataan.
There you go.
Crisp passing by the 3 guards. Leads to the layup by Tutoy Ramirez.
Now, this is more like Ricer's basketball right here. A lot of, you know, pitch ahead, running the lanes, getting to your speed guys in the front.
Tibayan. Pasa palabas kay Marion Magat. Pulling up from the elbow. That shot looking good for Marion Magat.
Ang ganda ng stroke ni Marion Magat doon. Pretty much, you know, close range. Just a step underneath the 3, but you love that the big man has that now in the preseason. The hope is, you know, patuloy pa rin yan sa regular season. Robbie for 3.
Walang jumper won't work. Another rebound hauled in by JC Recto. JV De La Cruz. Magat up top. Hand off to RJ Ramirez. Balik kay JV. De La Cruz skips it to RJ
There you
Ramirez.
go.
Sets his feet. Fires from the corner. Can't get it to fall. Tatakbo na naman ang Bataan. Look at them go! Carl Bringas finishing off the fast break.
It's the pace, really. Length of the floor. Now, if you're Mindoro, you have to have safety down on the other end to counter the speed downhill. If you take a shot, you make sure somebody's already downhill trying to grab one. Defensive coverage.
This time they slow things down. Darang will set the table for Bataan.
Flair. There you go.
Tutoy Ramirez for free. Malug lang palabas. Halfway point of the first period. A foul on Carl Bringas. Fighting for position down low.
Ito yung turnover na immediately, if it's a live turnover, you're at the mercy of the speed of the Bataan Risers. One pass goes one way, and they find the next guy that's open twice on a fast break. That pass out of the pass, enabling those buckets for Bataan Risers.
Chito Jaime, Christian Palagasay, Alfred Flores checking into the game. The 2 newest acquisitions together on the floor. And they come away with a steal. Robbie Darang off to the
Wow.
races. Lays it up and in over JC Recto.
Reliving his Diliman College days.
Home court niya to.
Home court niya to. Alam na niya yung mga bounce ng bola dito sa sahig na to.
Mindoro having trouble generating offense. But that was a nice looking set. Nice pass. Caspe inside for 2.
That's too much to contend with naman. Little flex action, getting CJ Caspe on that, JJ Caspe rather, on the other end.
Robbie Darang. Palagasay, his first attempt. No. Chito Jaime, the
Nice
rebound.
move.
Inside, he scores.
Chito Jaime, the veteran that they've definitely needed a boost, especially with Chris Javier being down on the preseason because of back injury. Hopefully he comes back. One more.
Darang, kick out. Jaime. Now it's with Flores. Lobs it
That's a
inside. Palagasay.
Well, you see how they're set up, Ken? It's 4 shooters on the outside and a high-low for Malagasay. But they have a lot of expectations with Christian coming in, but he's gonna have to get himself accustomed with playing for the Risers, definitely yung masanay sa sistema, makilala ng gusto yung mga kasama. You know, even the coaches, I think, would also be making that adjustment.
Ives Sazon and Jeff Santos coming in. Under 4 minutes left in the first. Sazon. Hooks a pass. Chito Jaime forcing his way inside for 2 more points.
I say so far, the style of play of the Bataan Risers getting pin downs and flare screens. You see a lot of contention here. Guys contesting. Now the last call, looks like Ken Bono's hurt.
This move, was it a continuation? I think it is.
I think it should, yeah. On that gather, he really just went straight to the rack. That's gotta count. Yan ang hinihingi ni Ashton Andrews. Eh.
May moment of hesitation from the game official
Yes.
who made the call. Commissioner Emerita, ASCOM Satar, and Head of Security Rudy Distrito. Counted.
Yeah, counted yun.
At bonus free throw coming up. Supply. Chito Jaime grabs his second rebound. He has 4 points and 2 boards. He is open for 3. Decides to pass it for a better look. But Jeff Santos can't get it to fall. Recto, full head of steam. No foul call. Flores, he will pull up. You can see it in his face.
Yeah.
Jeff Santos sa loob. Wala. Caspe. Trying to locate Ashton Andrews. Pass a bit too strong.
Boy, this frenetic pace by the Bataan Risers, one might say that it's actually the Risers dictating, you know, how this game is getting played. A lot of full length, you know, run off the floor. And ang tanong lang naman dyan, Ken, gaano katagal mo masosustain ito? This is still very early, first quarter pa lang tayo.
17-12. Alfred Flores. We'd like to thank Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Supply yung tira galing sa labas ni Chito Jaime. Caspe, pasang palabas kay Ken Bono. Wala. The ball will go to Bataan. Ahead by 5 points.
They're just making quick decisions off the ball. Once they catch that ball, immediately alam na nila kung anong gagawin nila. The ball is not sticking for the Risers. Immediately going to actions.
Flores skips it to Ives Sazon. That shot halfway down and out.
Getting good looks though.
Bono sa loob. Wala. Isa pa for the former UAP MVP. And he will head to the line for 2 shots.
It's a handful na makalaban mo sa ilalim. Itong si Ken Bono and Mayor Ina right there reacting to that missed shot by Ken. Alam naman si Ken, pag ganyang kalapit, halos sigurado na no?
Yeah. Si Mayora visibly was... it got to her. That stinging loss they had when they lost in double overtime against Quezon in that first round series. She knew that they had a lot of chances. But I think now that they have recovered, alam nila no, na sa mga bago nilang pyesa, they could make another playoff push this season.
Well, not just her. I think the entire province of Mindoro is really hoping that they get a good chance against Quezon. But again, this quick catch and shoot, getting off handoffs is doing well for the Bataan Risers. The question now is, how will you defend it here, the Tamaraws?
Ken Bono tries another 3. Chito Jaime with another rebound. Sa loob. Pinilit ni Ives Sazon.
Guys gotta go back. Watch out.
Sean Andrews cleared for takeoff. Basket and one after a foul by Chito Jaime.
If you have a quick 3 guy or 4 guy,
What a pass.
that is definitely advantage. And you got a good passer like that in Ken Bono. Chito did what he could, pero he's too athletic and just got beat to that spot.
Saan maganda kay Sean Andrews, took his time after the catch.
Yes.
Anticipated that the foul was coming. He misses the free throw. This time he got blocked by Chito Jaime. Another block
wow.
by Pachits.
Papa Chit showing the way for Bataan Risers right now. Incoming, a 3 on its way.
Can't get it to go, however. Sean Andrews, a minute left. Ken Bono, wala. Takbo na naman para sa Bataan. Alfred Flores on the right side. Guarded by the taller Sean Andrews.
You go under, it's gonna take it.
Floater by Flores, no. Ken Bono, tumatakbo si Kyle Perez. No-look pass, bit wild. Caspe, shot fake. Pulling it back out to Enzo Hozon, straightaway 3. Sazon the rebound.
Boy, these guys are gassed. Ang daming balikan na nito.
Frenetic pace.
But the Risers are loving it. This is really just how they want this game to be played.
Mindoro has fouls to give,
Oh yes, they do.
but they will play it out. Chito Jaime, sidestep move. Gets it back, puts it back in at the buzzer. What a performance in the first quarter for Chito Jaime.
On your first game as a Riser, Chito Jaime, look at that. He missed his shot, still went for that offensive rebound, and able to get it off before that buzzer sounded. Impressive, Chito Jaime.
That will count for Pachits. Born in Palanga, Bataan, has his roots in Dinalupihan, a true blooded Bataan Riser, and lamang sila at the end of quarter number 1 over Mindoro, 21-16. Bataan got defeated by the Abra Solid North Weavers. Malaki-laki lamang ng Abra dito, Coach Mike. Although, bagyang nahabol ng Bataan at the tail end of this game to make this a much more respectable score in the end.
Oh, totoo yan. I mean, even in that game, you know, they try to play as quickly as you can. As you see our executive row right there.
Commissioner Emer Urgueta, Ascom Satar, Kuya Rudes.
Yes.
Tinanggal lang salamin. Second quarter underway.
Well, that game against Abra, it was tough going against the Abra Weavers. As you know, nag-build up rin naman ng roster yan para sa... Ooh!
Sa Japa yun.
Oh my.
He will take it though, Alfred Flores, with his first 3-point conversion. And they force an 8-second backcourt violation.
This is feeling like the home court of Mindoro. See this move right here, little step back to create that separation. He went bank on that shot.
Mindoro, Bataan.
Bataan, sorry. Mindoro. Bataan. But again, you know, yung depensa na nakikita mo dito sa Bataan, talagang trying to play the full length of the floor. Nice ball movement.
Saan ang possession? mananatili sa Bataan.
And Mindoro has not made a 3 yet. They're 0 out of 8. Samantalang itong Bataan, they're 3 out of 12 now after that made 3 by Alfred.
We have a head coach's challenge by Coach Benji Tidoro. Let's see if it's right when we return.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge is
Inclusive challenge. So mananatili ang possession sa Bataan, pero may challenge pa rin naman itong Mindoro. Fresh 14 on the shot clock of the Risers. Baseline inbound, Carl Bringas making his return. Libok and
What a
Pangilinan,
setup.
kasama si Coach Mike Perez. Corner exit, but shot won't work. Carl Bringas there to clean it up.
A lot of this, the lead has really come from hustle plays by the Bataan Risers. That offensive rebound early by Chito Jaime. Same case right here on that offensive rebound by Carl Bringas. And that is, in my opinion, the quickest way to score is for you to grab the offensive rebound and stick it back in.
Mintis yung free throw.
At saka defensively, Ken, kailangan i-close out mo talaga with the defensive rebound, no?
Yeah.
Ang depensa.
Bataan enjoying their first double-digit lead, 26-16. RJ Ramirez. Still with the basketball, ngayon na kay Recto. JC Recto. An offensive foul down low on Jonas Tibayan.
Hinabol Talagang patuloy na, staying attached to your offensive man or your defensive coverage is what Carl did. Naunahan na siya dun sa spot na yun, pero hinabol niya to create separation. Meron konting contact, kaya natawagan ng offensive foul si JC.
Flores. Bothered by Ramirez.
Oh my God.
Long three-point shot is good.
You can see that coming. Sa daming beses na na-cover natin, alam mo, he's within that range.
Tibayan in traffic. Follow-up from JJ Caspic.
And again, it's offensive rebounding. You have to be able to box out and close out with a defensive rebound.
29-18. Flores.
Oh, one more.
No look pass. Baseline jumper. Carl Bringas. Ramirez surveying the floor. Making his move. Blocked by
man.
Carl Bringas. Takbuhan na naman. Bataan. Jeff Santos, unfortunately for him, lost control of the basketball.
And believe it or not, that's just the second turnover of the Bataan Risers in the game. They've been so good at taking care of that ball. Here's that switch, or that screen rather. Tried to go over it, but he was late. Flores was already within range.
So comfortable doing that move. Alfred Flores, unlimited range at that. Total of 6 points. We have a timeout, Bataan. Still comfortably ahead, 29-18. Back with us here inside the Paco Arena in Manila, where Bataan playing with a lot of fire and intensity amidst this good-sized crowd. Dito pa rin sila.
Oh,
Mindoro got beaten soundly by the Batangas City Tanduayro Masters 88-58.
the problem, the challenge there really was about shot making, where they shot only 32% from the field, only shot 47% from the line, just 18% from three, and you're not winning so many games if that's the way you take your shots and make them. But thankfully, JJ Caspe with a knockdown three on that left corner.
We badly needed that one.
Oh,
8-point lead. Kani can't answer. Mindoro. Chance to counter. Caspe, long three-pointer.
Oh,
It's good!
my.
Back-to-back freeze from JJ Caspe.
The long bombs are here for both these teams. This time it's JJ Caspe with the long range make. Skip pass right there, rising from the corner. Shortest distance three. JJ Caspe knocks it down, but this time tried to go under the screen. Was that defense by Baguio, and that's all the space he needed to knock down that three by JJ Caspe.
At ganun-ganun na lang, from 11, this lead down to 5 off 2 consecutive threes from JJ Caspe, who had an all-around performance in their loss against our Rum Masters. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Dante Baguio soaring, but can't score. Gito Jaime, corner pocket three, still no go. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Sa dami ng kaganapan, Coach Mike, it's hard to believe that it's only been 3 minutes.
Oh, yes. Ang bilis ng lahat ng pangyayari, especially to start the second. One more. Oh, wow.
Recto, skying high for the rebound. Agawan sa bola na kay JJ Caspe. Caspe forcing his way inside. Will earn himself 2 free throws.
I tell you, that's a tough battle inside the paint right now if you're the Bataan Risers. I mean, Mindoro really going scrappy for those offensive rebounds. And JJ Caspe, in my opinion, one of the better offensive rebounding guards we've seen here in the MPBL, leading the way.
JJ Caspe is from Mindoro, played for Divine World College of Calapan, then moved to University of Batangas. He had the highest output in a season, in a game, last season. 46 points in that loss against Marikina.
Yeah.
As we'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Good defense there by Mindoro. Well, Robbie Darang made the mistake of picking up that ball from way out. And since he didn't have any more, options, Mindoro was just really covering up open guys.
4-point lead. RJ Ramirez. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Ball goes back to the Bataan Risers.
Wow, Jonas Tibayan was, a few fingertips away from securing that offensive rebound. Might have been an easy stick back had he kept control of that rock. But the Risers will get possession of that turnover.
Darang being bothered by RJ Ramirez. Kani, in front of him is JJ Caspe. Ngayon na kay Tutoy Ramirez. Pasa palabas, Hubert Kani, corner back and free. Lista mo na.
And Tutoy Ramirez knew too well that he had to reject that screen, understanding he has Hubert Kani in the corner and trusting his makes from that spot.
Both teams shooting well from beyond the arc this quarter. Caspe is free for a free. Yes, sir.
My. The guys have really come out to play tonight here in this preseason game. Preseason lang to.
JJ Caspe has yet to miss 14 points, 5 of 5 shooting from the field. Long 3-point shot by Darang. Off the mark. RJ Ramirez comes away with it. The pass to Ashan Andrews. Oh, missing it. He got caught in between whether he wanted to dunk it or just lay it in. And that cost him that shot.
Wow, another excellent defensive stop by RJ Ramirez. RJ was a little bit disappointed that that shot did not go in for Ashan Andrews, but this was the rejected screen which ended up in the hands of Hubert Kani. This was that skip leading up to that made three by JJ Caspe on the other end. And, ball movement, man movement, causing rotations, leaving threes open.
Past the halfway point of the second period. Ashan Andrews. Ramirez. Caspe wants it. Now he gets it. He drives. And he will earn himself 2 shots at the line.
Well, JJ Caspe, clearly tama yung nagiging approach niya. Regardless kung sino yung bantay niya, Robbie Darang or Tutoy Ramirez, he's gonna attack them. He understands he's got height advantage over those guys. So even if he misses up close, may chance for offensive rebounds.
Naglaro na siya for Mindoro back in season 6. Then went to Imos, where he was the top scorer there.
No, in season 5.
Season 5 ba?
Si JJ.
Nung sa Mindoro?
Last season was season 6. He played for Imos.
Season 7 last season.
Oh yeah, season 7. Oh my gosh.
Okay lang yan, okay lang.
Oo nga.
He grabs his own miss.
Grabe si JJ Caspe, tumatrabaho talaga.
Bagamat mintis siya dun sa pangalawang free throw, binihiyaan naman niya yung kanyang sarili by getting the offensive rebound.
He's got 6 rebounds. Half of that is offensive.
Kaya alam, problema siya sa free throw line.
Oo nga. Yun naman ang challenge sa kanya.
Yeah, he's had his struggles at the line. 70% last season. A bit below average, especially as a guard.
And considering who he is, JJ Caspe is gonna get fouled a lot, diba?
You'd want that percentage to go a little bit up, no?
Definitely.
32-30. Ang patay ni Kani si Andrews.
Late clock.
Hubert Kani. Shot no go. Fight for the rebound. Another foul against the Tamaraws.
Well, only because Christian Balagasa was very actively pursuing that offensive rebound. They did have the risers already in a late clock situation. It was below 8 seconds. The shot was a little bit hurried, pero yung pag-box out, dun sila nagkaroon ng miscom, kaya nagkaroon pa ng foul.
MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Malagasay, inayaang tumira sa labas. Wala. Ball will go back to Mindoro.
And so long as Christian gets that ball up top, Marin Magat's definitely going to drop coverage, challenging and daring him to take that shot.
Another timeout on the floor. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Bataan clinging on to this 2-point lead. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bataan still in front by 2. By the way, batiin ko lang ng Happy Valentine's at Happy Anniversary ang buting may bahay ng ating technical director na si JM Flores. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am Maris at syempre ang misis ni Charlie Llanes. Joanna Marie, Happy Valentine's. Wala man daw flower, pero shout out live sa pinakamamahal niyang asawa.
Ayan naman ang sinasabi ko pag Valentine's. Si Miss Maris, na wife ni Direk JM, nagkita kami niyan sa Japan when we went there in December. So, sweetness overload yung dalawa. Oh! That's an overload 3 by Alfred Flores. But going back, talaga nga naman kita mo nag-i-enjoy sila, sila Direk JM doon sa Osaka.
Pangiti-ngiti si Alfred Flores kay RJ Ramirez eh.
Oo nga. Medyo miksama ng trash talk,
Sean Andrews can finish through contact. Ramos the rebound. Hubert Kani at the controls. In front of him, JC Recto. Flores wants it. He is feeling it right now. Flores whips
What
it.
a pass.
Hubert Kani, no good on the free. Mindoro a chance to counter. RJ Ramirez escapes, dumps it down low. JC Recto could not finish. Foul given up. That was a good foul actually by JJ Gaspe.
Yes. And considering kung gaano kabilis nilalaro nitong risers,
Saka yung foul na hindi ka malalagay sa posisyon whether the referees will review it if it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Right.
May iba kasi basta alam nilang pa-fast break na yung kalaban, bibigay lang ng foul nang hindi nag-iisip.
Correct.
Saka hindi tinitignan yung sitwasyon.
Oo. So, aga pa sa laro, Pagkakampante lang tayo, composure lang.
Flores this time, ang nakabantay sa kanya si Enzo Oson. Flores navigating through traffic. Finds Hubert Kani. Kani pulling up. Oh! Tough shot over Josh Tagala.
Now ako, ang question ko lang dito, impressive shooting by Bataan. How much of this can you sustain in the second half?
Yun na may laging tanong sa kanila.
Oo. You gotta be consistent, especially at this high-paced game of basketball that you play.
They've shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season. But like you said, the consistency, how they sustain those kinds of spurts. Kasi kung isang quarter lang pag-uusapan, they may be at par with the elite teams.
Correct.
Di ba?
If they are going to be, consistent game in and game out with how they play.
Pero apat na quarter to eh.
Oo, totoo.
Apat na quarter, napakahabang season.
Right.
Because, if my memory serves me right, meron silang mga laban, kagaya nung sa Pampanga, ang init ng shooting, pumutok pareho si Rin William Bing, si Mitchell Maines.
But they still lost by 7, right?
Yeah, they led by, I think, mga 15 points in the first half. And nung opening game nila against Pangasinan in Rosales.
Yeah, where they lost by, I think, 9 points.
9 points.
Yeah.
Pero dikit pa yun nung first half.
Correct. Talagang kailangan lang patuloy mo kung ano yung magandang. It's how you finish. That's important.
Yun yung sustainability and consistency.
Right.
Has always been in question for them.
Lalo na short rotation.
Ken Bono,
Oh, yes.
free for the shot after getting Jamil Gabawan to fight at the shot fake.
Yeah, and Mindoro's gonna be fine. Basta dikit-dikit lang, steady stream na, down 2 possessions, you're fine with that.
Hinayaan lang ni Ken Bono, tumira si Jamil Gabawan galing sa labas. Casper, Enzo Oson. Parehong kupunan, nasa penalty na. So Enzo Oson will head to the line for 2 shots. By the way, also, wanna greet Ino Comboy at ang kanyang lovely girlfriend na si Ces.
Yes.
The former Mindoro Tamaraw himself.
Bakit ang tatamis ng mga ngayon, mga players natin? Dahil post-Valentine na.
Na-inspire yata sa'yo eh.
Wag ako. Baka kay Direk JM tsaka kay Charlie. Dahil bumati kanina eh.
I wonder if that record of Ino Comboy hitting the most threes in a season will be broken. Napaka-unprecedented nung ginawa niya para sa
How many
Mindoro.
threes was it? Yeah, I forgot. That was a lot.
By my count, mga 100 yan eh.
Really?
Total. Oh,
In a season.
in a season.
Yeah. Oh, why?
Because meron pang streak yan na parang 15 straight games na
At least may dalawa siya.
Tatlo.
That's right.
3-point conversions.
That was last season.
Last season lang yun.
right. At least makakatatlo siya palagi, di ba?
At least tatlo,
Mhm.
15 games na sunod-sunod.
Yes.
That's basically half the elimination round.
Right. Kaya naman nung latter part, scouted na, no? They want him to put the ball on the floor instead of taking shots.
We have a timeout with 70 seconds remaining. Bataan still clinging on to this 6-point lead. A good-sized crowd on a Wednesday night. The father of Robbie Darang
Oh, yes.
in attendance.
I remember Robbie's dad.
Lagi yan nandyan.
Oo, tsaka sarap din kausap ng dad ni Robbie.
Alfred Flores. Pasa kay Chito Jaime. Kumikada sa 3. Wala. Rebound nakuha ni Enzo Hosod. JJ Caspe sa bandang kanan. Sumalaksak. No good. Fight for the ball. It goes back to JJ Caspe. JJ Caspe with 16 points and 8 rebounds. All here in the first half.
Impressive showing in the first half.
And Bono barreling through the lane using his heft to score 2 points.
A couple of veteran players going at it, but that time, Ken Bono winning it.
17 seconds left in the first half. Flores working on Josh Tagala. 3 seconds. Sazon to end the quarter. No! And that's gonna do it here in the first half. And as expected, when two teams with rich history collide, you can expect a very close game. And that's exactly what we got here in the first half. Lamang ang Bataan behind this superb outing na hindi rin nagpauli para sa Bataan. Hubert Cani with 11 points, 2 assists, 44.4% from the field.
Yeah, and clearly going to open spots, and teammates continue to find him. He's getting shots, he's getting touches, off-ball movement.
At a half, lamang sila ng 4 against Mindoro, 38-34. and a half. It's a 4-point lead para sa Bataan kontra sa Mindoro. And Coach Mike, the relentless pace of Bataan was the key here. Tuloy-tuloy, no? Yung kanilang intensity, the way they've been forceful on both sides of the floor.
Well, I think ang key dyan is yung turnovers na na-force nitong Bataan on Mindoro, where they got forced Mindoro into 7 turnovers to which they got 14 points off of it, and the points in the paints might be just a +4 in that department, pero yung conversion kasi nitong Mindoro, they're shooting only 35% from point blank inside the paint, samantalang close to 60 ang makes in the paint para dito sa Bataan. And the threes, the free throws have been a key indicator. There was not so much of personal fouls given up by Mindoro. They gave up only 6. Pero itong Bataan, ang dami, kaya ang daming free throw advantage para dito sa Mindoro.
Hubert Cani in double figures with 11 points. Alfred Flores, 9 points of his own. So, yung kombinasyon ulit no, ng Hubert Cani and Alfred Flores really doing well for Bataan. But almost single-handedly, ito si JJ Caspe,
Yes.
16 points. And also, to go along with 8 boards in the first half.
Oo, tsaka mapapansin mo doon sa mga leading scorers, no, yung Caspe, yung Cani, and Flores, all those made multiple three-point makes in the first half. JJ Caspe made all the three-pointers by Mindoro in the second quarter, but samantalang Flores and Cani really taking turns in making those threes. What's surprising is, again, the rate at which yung layo ng pagtira ng 3 points ito ni Alfred Flores sometimes really just stuns you as a defensive player because you wouldn't know whether he's going to pass or shoot from way out.
So, komportable na siya sa ganyan eh.
Yes, oo.
Na hinanap siguro ng Bataan last season. Pero let's understand, he came in
Right.
during the trade and free agency window where there was really not much time for him to acclimate himself. Although si Coach Ogie pa rin naman yung coach, pero mahirap pa din eh.
Oo.
Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Mike Perez.
And Ken, kanina we were talking about, see this 3 in the corner by Santos. We're talking about MJ Homer earlier, and I said he was a homegrown of San Pedro. I'd like to correct himself. He's actually a homegrown of Binyan.
Binyan talaga.
Binyan talaga kasi magkatabi yung town na yun eh. So
Okay.
very close to that side of San Pedro siya. So I thought he was part of San Pedro homegrown, but really he's a Binyan homegrown. See this post up right here with Ramirez.
Ano to, technical.
Technical, yeah. Technical.
Si MJ Homo, no?
Oo.
Mapagbibigyan ka naman.
Oo naman.
Love na love ka nun. By the way, patingin ko lang yung kaibigan ni MJ Homo ng happy birthday si Mark Santa Ana.
Ah,
Kailan mo yun?
oo.
Oo.
Magtropa ba yun?
Ewan ko magtropa sila. Sana po magkakilala sila.
Magkakilala sila.
Tanong mo si MJ.
Oo, tanongin ko nga si MJ.
Sigurado ko
Oo.
nakilala niya na yun. Sabi ni Mark Santa Ana, bata daw niya yun.
Nice ball movement. Gotta make this though.
Wala lang. Wala napunta kay Carl Bringas.
Well, to which really that's been the challenge for Mindoro. It's all shot making, be it from 3 in the paint or from the free throw line.
Jeff Santos, Alfred Flores, Carl Bringas, Hubert Cani, at si Alex Ramos ang nasa loob for Bataan.
Oh man.
Hubert Cani knocking down another free, has a total of 14 points.
This has started last season when magically they put in these 2 guards of Alfred and Hubert, no? And it, resulted in good chemistry between those 2.
Yan yung backcourt nila nung tinalo nila yung Binyan.
Yes.
Agawat sa bola, bodies on the floor, replay on. Puna naman ang Bataan.
Skip. Ooh.
Ramos medyo natakam, nagmadali dun.
Oh my God, you had Hubert Cani on the weak side.
Yeah.
You pass off the post, you reverse that ball the other side, spray it out for that 3. One of the best ways to score from 3.
I think nandun na rin sa mind ni Alex Ramos yun. It's just that wasn't able to
Hinahawakan.
clutch it cleanly.
Oo.
Bataan though, on the run
Oh
again.
no, nobody covered him.
Kani can cannon the free.
Pero within range, no?
Oh.
At ang ganda ng line.
Confidence oozing on the side of the Risers right now. Ahead by 7 points.
And why not? You know, Hubert Kani is shooting 3 of 7, 42% from there.
Recto. No look pass. Dapat kay Enzo Oson. Pero yung bola mukhang natapik, no? So it will stay with the Tamaraws. 2 minutes gone by in the third. JV De La Cruz. 3-point shot. Still no go for him. Flores putting on the Jets. No foul.
Yeah, boy, when he puts on those Jets, tapos kasabay mo si Robbie Darang, oh my goodness.
Silang tatlo ni Hubert Kani.
Oh.
Na deadly trio
Oh.
of point guards at their disposal.
One other guy whom, as a riser, whom you'd love to see connect from the outside is Jeff Santos. No, he's also got good touch from there, and even Ives Aso.
10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Gawin mo ng 11 puntos para kay Alfred Flores.
Alfred Flores from last season was only shooting 24% from 3, but this season, this preseason, man, is so good.
Recto, another turnover.
Isa lang ang masasabi ko, Ken. Ang sipag ng depensa ng Risers, considering the rate they've been playing since the first quarter.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong compliance brand ng Pilipinas. Layo nito.
Oh, layo nun.
Bit of a hurried shot.
There you go.
JC Recto catches and scores. Nice pass from RJ Ramirez.
A lot of teams do that now, pitching it ahead to the guy that's in front of you to move that defense.
Bringas, ball intercepted by JJ Caspe. Ken Mono.
You gotta get JJ some touches. You don't want him to cool down.
Sumaksak si JJ Caspe.
There you go.
Laying it up and in with his right hand off the wrong foot.
He was the hottest hand of Mindoro in that second quarter, knocking down those 3 triples left side of the floor. But this time, they made sure that they run this fast break well. And then an ensuing play, Ken really just giving it up for JJ and making him claim middle of the lane for that off-leg finish.
And forcing the hand of Bataan to sue for time. We'll be right back. Back with us here at the Paco Arena in Manila for the continuing coverage of the MPBL preseason invitational. Ken Pangilinan still with Coach Mike Perez. Bataan
2 deep.
has been dwindled down to 5. At malalim nga at turnover. Ang off a timeout yan, ha?
Oh. I'm sure what they didn't like about it is that it was multiple dribbles going down. He knew that the help defense was coming. And still, he kept that ball. He had shooters in the corner, could have sprayed it out to them.
JJ Caspe maneuvering through traffic. Blocked by Carl Bringas.
Again, I really just can't help but notice yung speed sa defensive end nitong Risers. Carl Bringas has been actively pursuing his defensive coverages. Hurried shot again for Mindoro.
Robbie Darang comes in. Guarded by RJ Ramirez. Pass outside, Bringas drawing closer. Line drive works.
That one dribble out of a corner three with a closeout, pretty deadly for Carl Bringas. He's done that a lot of times last season and we've seen it work.
Bola na agaw ng Bataan.
Mismatch.
Darang wants this matchup against JC Recto. Sazon. Robbie Darang for 3. No. Gabawan. Still no go. Caspe fighting for it. Still in bounds.
Oh.
Nicely done from JJ Caspe.
That was nice.
Hard foul given up. Ramirez did not like that one.
Yeah, he didn't like it at all. Well, clearly RJ had advantage sprinting down the floor. How about this really good action though? Presence of mind to get back in.
Basta establish yung
Establish
dalawang
ka.
paa sa loob.
Yes. Ito, that bump separation. I feel Yves Sazon also didn't like that bump, but clearly that's what you gotta do if you're the offensive player, you know. Bump that body and get that out of the way.
Malagay ko, sportsman-like foul to. Kasi
Could be.
mayroong wind up sa ulo eh.
Yes.
Let's see.
And tama yung ginawa ni RJ. You know? You have to create that separation. He was already on that spot and you wanna, you know, extricate from that defense. Right.
Sportsman-like foul nga.
But Yves gotta watch it because he does not want to commit another one. Gotta keep his cool because isa siya sa mga shooters na kailangan nila eh.
Free throw made. Pasok pareho.
Hubert Cani now back in.
Okay, binilang ko yung tres ni Ino Comboy last season. 105 in total.
Oh my! You did all that?
Oh.
I salute you, Ken Pangilinan.
Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi unprecedented niyang ginawa.
Tama naman. Fair enough. At saka yung streak nga na pinag-usapan natin kanina na dire-diretsong...
15 games, no?
Yeah, 15 games of
I
at
wonder
least
if he
3.
was aware that he had 15 straight games of at least 3-point shots.
he-
3-point made shots.
Yeah. I think he should make a mixtape out of it, no?
45-40. Obviously, sorely missed by Mindoro. Pero I think with Mindoro right now, Coach Mike, this is a different
Yeah.
group. Different identity that we're seeing with the departure of some of their key players.
But would it not been interesting to have Ino Comboy to be a floor spacer as well with JB and JJ Caspe in there?
Oo.
Diba?
Pero syempre, you can't have it all.
Correct, agree. Tsaka depende sa composition ng team, nasa budget din yan.
Tama.
And I think, you know, it's also win-win. Batangas got, you know, a floor spacer that they needed combined with the other players in Rin William Bing and, you know, a lot of upside for Batangas as well. That team, though, you gotta be very curious on how things would turn out for them in Season 8.
Oo, tungkol pa new age na yan. for
Yes.
Batangas City. JJ Caspe sets his feet, fires. Niluwa lang yung kanyang tira galing sa labas. 45-40. Gabawan. 3-point shot short.
Got a good line. Kasi alam niya, naka-drop coverage pa rin si Marion Magat eh.
Caspe outside to Marion Magat.
Oh.
Straightaway free will not drop in. Gabawan outlet. Read well by Marion Magat. Magat, siya na'y sumugod.
Yeah.
Puts it in. Got the friendly bounce.
Well, that steal of Marion Magat, which is why some coaches, preach that you really should run wide so that kung may naka-home defend doon, mapipilitan siyang lumabas. And, beautiful pass underneath.
The two guys from Balanga Bataan connecting there. Chito Jaime to Jamil Gabawan.
I say, you gotta give credit to Chito Jaime for playing out that first half really good with a lot of energy. So you see a made basket right there of a missed shot. JJ Caspe sticking it back in.
MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Kasi isipin mo si Chito Jaime, yung bagong pasok na player kanina dito sa Risers. He could have, just waited and observed, pero he really got in there and got himself involved.
JJ Caspe, monstrous performance. 20 points and 12 boards.
Which is his usual performance, no? So si JJ Caspe, no problems with him rebounding because he pretty much does that.
Masaya kaya si Mayora? Tingin ko naman.
Tingin ko sasaya sa lalo kung sila ang lamang
Oh!
pagkakang laro. Ooh!
Tutoy Ramirez dropping Sean Andrews.
Gotta make this.
And he makes it.
Ah.
Hubert Cani completes that possession with a basket.
Well, that's gonna be in the reel of some of the fans of the Bataan Risers. A drop on the defensive end and a good make by Hubert.
Some color developing between Magat and Tutoy Ramirez. Caspe for 3. No, Magat there to stick
you
it
go.
back in, plus a foul.
There you go. And again, it really goes back to locating the nearest guy that's right in front of you, putting him behind you. This shot by JJ Caspe really rattled out, but Marion Magat, a missed box out on the side of Bataan Risers allowed him to elevate and stick it back in.
I think what we're seeing right now with Mindoro, Coach Mike, is nawala man bagya siguro yung outside shooting.
Yes.
But you see them crashing the boards. That's something that they had trouble with, rebounding department, especially in that series against Quezon.
Yes. At saka itong third quarter, we've seen only 1 3-point make so far for Bataan. And, pretty much everything inside the paint, around the perimeter.
Kaya kay second chance points, napaka-crucial. 13-6 in favor of Mindoro right now.
Nice pass.
What a pass.
Oh,
That
yeah.
bound dribble, setting up that shot.
Oh, yeah. You get that middle ball screen, allowed Robbie Darang to hold that corner 3, just waited for that right time for that slight lift to create that space, enough to make that 3.
Oson gets into the paint and scores.
Don't you just love the energy of this game?
No, both teams going at it. Really playing hard.
I think babalik ka doon sa naging laban nila nung nung regular season eh.
Oo. I tell you, that game had a lot of intensity and color. Caspe, great job of drawing a foul.
You know what's tough if you're guarding JJ Caspe in this game is he's made 3 triples na kanina. And so immediately when he catches it from 3, you know he's already a threat. And so you have to close out. But the thing is, JJ is also good at putting that ball on the floor. He understands space, understands gaps. And eventually, you are going to foul him.
Minsan, Coach Mike, as JJ Caspe is taking his free throws, he made the first. Minsan, mayroon tayong mga conversation na there's certain guys that have gotten opportunities for some teams. Case in point, JJ Caspe, naglaro sa Imus, had career high in points, established the record for most points in a game that season with 46. Minsan, meron tayong mga usap-usapan whether pag nilipat mo yan sa contender, number 1, could he produce the same numbers? If not the same numbers, could he be a component that could lead to winning for that particular team? And so far, we're seeing right now for Mindoro, na maliban sa puntos na binibigay niya, the rebounds, the effort on the defensive side has been pretty much evident para dito kay JJ Caspe.
Oo. Ako, pakiramdam ko, nagsisimula ito sa commitment ni JJ Caspe. I mean, he can get all the minutes that he wants, but if he does not show commitment to the style of play of Mindoro, eventually, the coaching staff are gonna sit him, regardless kung gaano siya ka big a player for them. But right now, he's showing a lot of commitment for the Tamaraws.
Now he dumps it down low to Ken Bono.
Oh, yeah.
And now Mindoro is in the lead, 53-52.
I'm sure the entire province of Mindoro right now is happy to see Ken Bono running that floor, getting that decelerate, and that spin of a floater of that pass by JJ Caspe.
Yeah, the questions with the Risers. How will they sustain that huge first half that they had? Can they get their second win? Right now, the momentum all on the side of the Tamaraws. Recto. Caspe.
Oh, man.
Got bumped by Chito Jaime.
But right now, fast-paced game, really more momentum for Mindoro. This beautiful feed right there, able to draw a defender. But look at that stop and that spin by Ken Bono. Parang wala lang. Sanay talaga sa poste. If you block that way, I've got my footwork to go to. Spin the other side.
Si Mayora, nakikita ko sa bench, talagang tumatawa at nag-enjoy sa nakikita niya ngayon.
Oo. Minsan, it's the effort of your team that you really appreciate. And considering that this is preseason, I mean, who would not love this effort by your team?
Caspe, 7 of 10 at the line. Make that 8 out of 11. Kanina naka-ano yan. Kanina sobrang nakangiti yan. There's Mayor Jennifer Ina Allegra Cruz.
Multiple dribbles right here.
Jeff Santos cutting backdoor.
Now, if you're the Risers, would you like to have a set like that? I don't think that's how they want it. They want that ball to be moving around, pinging, so that you speed up the game on the half court. The multiple dribbles by Alfred Flores has really allowed that defense to hang around, that offense to stagnate. If Santos had not cut on the baseline, that would have been an empty possession for the Risers.
30.9 seconds left. Jeff Santos hits the back end of his free throws. Recto playing as a point forward right now for the Tamaraws.
I feel he thinks he can take on this defense by Ramos.
Oh, mismatch. Got past him, but it could not finish. Nawan sa bola, jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to the Bataan Risers. Lucky break if you're Bataan.
Yeah. Ashton Andrews so far is shooting 2 out of 6 from the field. He's got 4 points and 5 rebounds to go with this game. But I feel he's got to relax a little bit. That time he hurried it, so he missed it.
6 seconds left. Hubert Cani eluding the defense. Lays it up and in, leaving everyone in the dust.
When we talked about consistency so far, that riser right there, Hubert Cani, has been the most consistent Bataan player. Able to go to the cross, split the middle, get past the help defense by JC, and finish with that layup.
Silky smooth from Hubert Cani.
The many times he's done that in the past, I'm sure that was no problem for Hubert Cani.
19 for Hubert. The catch by Ashon Andrews, pinadali nga lang. Still had a couple of seconds to gather himself. Third quarter comes to an end. A frenetic period here. Wow, JJ Caspe though, just simply amazing with 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. 14 of those points coming in the second period.
And who's to stop him? I mean, he's not really commanding for the ball. He's just allowing that offense to flow. And if the ball ends up in his hands, he definitely knows what to do. Risers up 156-55.
And JC Recto and the Mindoro Tamaraos pick up a win here. Or will Bataan able to bounce back from a couple of losses? We'll find out in just a bit. As Mindoro gets first crack at it here in the fourth. Pretty much back and forth in the first 3 quarters as evidenced by the quarter scoring here.
Yeah, good recovery by Mindoro in that third. JJ Caspe has to do a lot with it. Enzo over 3.
Recto sa loob. Ayaw gumapang.
Uy, had a shot.
Sa loob yung kanyang tira. Enzo Hoson striding down the lane. The lefty layup gives them back the lead, 57-56.
Yeah, multiple paint touches, really confusing the defense interior of the Risers.
Wala na agaw ni JB De La Cruz. For the most part, itong Bataan has stuck with this 3-guard setup. Then Bono sa loob, making mincemeat of the defense.
Oh, indeed, we talked about the veteran earlier in Chito Jaime, but you gotta look at the contribution of Ken Bono in this game. First, that left-hand finish by Enzo on that multiple paint touch, which eventually ended up on that layup. But how about this feed underneath, down the middle, post up, back to the basket, no problem, Ken Bono.
Total of 10 points for Ken Bono. Bataan with a timeout, they're down by 3. Former UAP MVP and former Adamson Falcon Ken Bono. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Shoutout ko na rin ng mabilisan si Trin Hera.
Yes, sir! Maligayang panood sa'yo,
Boss Trin,
Boss Drin Lahera.
Boss DL. Kamusta ka dyan, Parigoy? Mindoro with the momentum. Recto. Bounce it hard. Foul called on a riser.
So far, what we've seen, at least in this early possession, is a hard show by the Risers on that side ball action. You really got to mix it up defensively, because so far the Mindoro Tamaraos are getting what they want.
Pinag-isipan nila kung gagamit sila ng coaches challenge, nila na tinuloy.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna need it at this point. You're up 3, game is close. Better to save it later when you have a good need for it.
Recto, sablay yung unang free throw. The former Mapua Cardinal briefly played for Abra for a time
Yes.
when they joined the league back in season 6.
6. Now I got that right.
Tama, di ba? 6.
6, tama.
Tama.
Yeah, tama.
Darang with his offhand. Getting past multiple defenders to cut this lead down to 2 points, 60-58.
Those boosters are on for Rob.
Recto up top.
No screens, just solo activity.
Nanggigigil din siya eh.
Oo. Kasi nakikita na niya yung open space. He wants to get to it. But, you know, a good stunt right there, in my opinion, by Tutoy Ramirez, trying to get in the gap and making him, you know, second-guess himself whether he's gonna proceed or not.
Yun din yung advantage, no, of having 3 guards inside.
Scoring guards at that.
Alfred Flores
my.
all the way for 2.
We saw Robbie Darang do it earlier, just, you know, get past that primary defender and finish in the paint. And then on the other end, when they came back, Alfred Flores, it was his turn to finish at the cup.
Miscommunication on defense by Mindoro. We are knotted at 60 apiece. We'll be right back after this timeout. Nine points, 4 assists, 2 steals from Alfred Flores against Abra. Now was 13, 4, and 3 against Mindoro. Ramirez going right at Alfred Flores.
Now you really gotta attack Alfred Flores if you're RJ Ramirez, because once that close and you've lifted earlier than the defense coming, you definitely will have advantage.
Foul against JV De La Cruz whistled for that foul.
Well, JJ Caspe now back on the floor after close to 2.5 minutes of rest. I think that's all the rest he's gonna need, as he's gonna play the entire game right now.
Corner exit. Vives Sazon launches a 3. Rebound, Jonas Tibayan off the miss.
Too early of a shot, but he did get to his range. And it was Ives Sazon. It's still a good one though.
Caspe nakawala kay Alfred Flores.
My.
Absorbs contact. He will shoot his 12th and 13 attempts at the line.
This is what those 3 made triples earlier has done as adjustments to JJ Caspe. Had he not made those 3, I would like to think that they will keep sagging off of him and daring him to make 3s, because he's pretty dangerous once he gets inside the paint.
Pag downhill attack yan, hirap din na bantayan eh.
Ang hirap na eh.
27 puntos. Sama mo ng 13 rebounds, 4 na assists. 10 out of 13 from the free throw line. Flores. Floater.
That's too strong.
Not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
Caspe, long three-point shot. Pabigan ng bola. It ends up with JV De La Cruz. Gets it back from Caspe.
That's the shot.
Ramirez, line drive of a three. Will go in.
I love that JJ Caspe did not lift for that shot. He just swung that ball over to JB, and JB getting a paint touch and releasing it over to the corner. Like what they say, every time you get a paint touch and you spray it out, that's a good chance, especially if it's a corner three, to make them. Again, you saw this right here. JJ wanted that paint touch to draw that defense by Alfred. Shortest distance three, RJ made it. And what's surprising with RJ this preseason, last season halos hindi tumitira ng tres yan eh. Ngayon nakikita mo, he knocks them down with that level of regularity for RJ.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. "11 seconds remaining on the shot clock of Bataan, who once led by as many as 13 points back in the first half.
Yes.
Kani,
Oh my.
able to trickle that one in. 21 points for Hubert Kani.
Consistent eh, no? 50% from the field.
Sa poste pumunta si RJ Ramirez, wraparound pass. Jonas Tibayan will score. And a foul given up by Bataan.
That really is basketball IQ right there. He knew he had Robbie Darang. He understood that there was going to be help. And once he drew that second defender in, that free guy was that dive by Jonas Tibayan. And it's a tough cover up close, downhill, if you're covering Jonas.
Tibayan, sablay yung free throw. Hubert Kani. Off the back door, Sazon. Couldn't buy a bucket there.
Yeah. Sayang that Carl didn't see that dive by Jamil Gabawan after that roll of that two-man game.
Caspe umikot. At merong foul laban sa Bataan.
Now, if you're guarding JJ Caspe, you really have to prevent him from going to his strong side. Because once he gets inside the paint, with his basketball IQ and his vision, ang dami nang pwede mangyari.
Gabawan fouls out. At 8 rebounds. Although, also at 4 points. Caspe straight away free. Rebound, Tutoy Ramirez. Outlet pass, Chito Jaime
man.
will score.
Chito Jaime, a key connector with these young guys of the Risers.
Ramirez bothering JJ Caspe.
Oh, that's a lift.
Yeah,
that's a lift.
violation.
That happened right in front of us. That ball was at rest, and he dribbled it again.
Now with Bam Bam Kamalinda not in uniform, he's fulfilling his role as an assistant coach here
Yeah.
for Mindoro. Robbie Daram. Ramirez.
Ooh.
Bad pass. This is RJ Ramirez. Follow-up goal from JC Recto.
Robbie Darang was trying to get to the inside hand of RJ Ramirez, trying to get a deflection. But still he was able to lift in a good recovery, offensive rebound.
Chito Jaime. Ayaw pa din, gumana yung tres.
But you'd like for him to take that three. Lalo na is Chito Jaime, you know? Straight up. There's nowhere else to go but for him to take that three.
Second chance points have been deadly for Mindoro. Case in point, that last basket earlier by JC Recto. 71-64.
Scoring has definitely slowed down for Bataan this fourth.
Lumusot si Tutoy. Nakuha niya yung basket doon at may foul pang kasama.
Boy, did they need it. Two-man action, released it over to Tutoy. Read that closeout well. And you're always taught to attack the baseline. And that weak side, low tag help came in late.
Sobrang successful ng Bataan whenever they have these three guards all at the same time on the floor.
Yes. Tsaka ang ganda rin ng basa ni Robbie Darang doon eh. You're always taught on a two-man action. If you get a switch or a blitz or a double, you always release that ball and pass it ahead.
Caspe wants it. Guarded by Tutoy Ramirez. Shuffle his feet. Ramirez doing a great job on defense.
Yes. Well, this time, they were able to check him going right. Had to put to a stop. And then that travel. We have not seen so much of Ashton Andrews here in the fourth.
Small ball, huh? Actually, both teams.
And that really is, in my opinion, Mindoro trying to match up against the Risers, diba? And so far, these guys have worked well on the floor.
Tibayan playing the 5, Recto as a 4-man. Both teams in penalty. Hubert Cani, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Total of 22 markers.
At saka interesting yung matchup dun sa 4 na yon kasi minsan sa bilis ng laro, yan ang nagiging key position, yung number 4. If your 4 is gonna be athletic and quick enough to go downhill against the 4 of the other team, then you already have advantage, diba? Kasi yung 5 given na yan, you know, for the most part they're gonna be late, but the 4 is a key spot in offensive end, especially if you want to play pace.
Ito yung advantage ng Mindoro.
Yeah.
Having JC Recto play the 4 can beat his defender off the
Right.
bounce.
Or one might say Carl Bringas might be able to keep in step, full length on the floor, pero pagka half-court set na yan, yung burst of speed, I say advantage going to Mindoro and JC.
Anticipation by Hoson, deflecting the pass. 3 seconds
Gotta
left.
release it.
Darang releases it in time. Shot. Wow. Did it hit the rim?
Didn't hit the rim. I don't think it hit the rim. At least from our vantage point, it looked like it hit the bottom
Tumama.
of that board.
Tumama. Hindi tumama.
I don't think tumama sa ring. Doon sa ilalim ng board tumama.
Ang interpretation ng table officials, tumama sa ring.
Okay.
Kasi usually, pag shot clock violation, itataas na
Tataas
yung
na yan
paddle.
eh. We need to see that again. That shot.
Malayo
Malayo.
yata.
Yeah, I don't think that ball hit that rim.
Parang hindi
Yeah.
Initial look. Didn't seem like it hit the rim.
Yeah, and that red light was already on. Yeah, that was a shot clock violation. Exactly.
Yeah.
See that again.
Ito, isang pang-angulo.
Ando na yung pula eh. Oh.
Hindi, na-release naman niya in time.
Oo. Pero even if you get that ball, see that.
Ay, hindi lang.
Layo talaga, di ba?
Saka titignan mo rin yung trajectory ng bola pag tama eh.
Yes.
Kung nagbago. Yun din indication na tumama or hindi.
Jonas gotta get out of that post. He's not.
Masikip.
Yeah.
Pero nagawa ng paraan ni RJ Ramirez. They've been hitting their outside shots in this quarter.
Some coaches would tell you that if you have your big man right there on the post, just give it to him and stay out of the way.
Sa aking tira ni RJ Ramirez, in rhythm din.
Oh, in rhythm din. Tama naman.
Ito rin, galing kay Robbie Darang. Fouled by Enzo Hozon.
This is still a close game.
Malayo-layo pa to.
Oh, malayo pa yan. Little shake going right side of the floor on a right action by RJ Ramirez.
Robbie Darang at the line. It's good on the first free throw.
First trip to the line. That's Robbie's dad right there.
Uy, patingin ko lang, mabilis ha. The King's Tag. Walang iba kundi si Lorenzo Navarro.
Wait, Lorenzo Navarro.
Oh.
Nandito tayo sa home court ni Lorenzo Navarro pagdating sa...
Oh.
Oh, di ba?
Mitchell Maines. Singin ko na rin. Isa pang King's Tag na si Arjan De La Cruz.
Oh, ganun?
Oh. Matitinik na Pasti Boys yan.
Oo. Oh. Mga batang rekto.
Recto nga, no?
Oo.
Ito si Recto.
Oo, si
Pinakitaan
Recto.
tayo. Ng tira galing sa labas.
Batang rekto baka mo. Eto kayo. 2 points. Elbow jumper.
He likes this matchup against Carl Prinas.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
Then you like the competitor in him, right? Good kick. Nice shot.
Ramirez, this could be big. Can't hit it. Ringas gives him another possession. Cani for free. Rolling out.
One more. Ooh.
Ramirez not forcing it. Could be a good decision if they could make a basket here. Ramirez swings it. Darang. Wow, that's 3 attempts, 3 clean looks. And they come up empty in this possession.
Well, you've got 4 shooters on the floor at the same time for the Risers. Tutoy Ramirez, Hubert Cani, Chito Jaime, Robbie Darang.
From Papua University, JC Recto, all-around numbers, 9.7 rebounds, 5 assists. He drives right, setting up
Oh, yeah.
Jonas Tibayan, but missing point blank. Cani, nabitin. Medyo persado na rin yun.
Oh. Well, he was able to get to that space pero walang elevate eh, no? Kinulang. They're gonna need this stop. Get a stop here, score the other end.
I feel like this matchup, you see Recto getting past him.
Yeah.
Yung nangyayari.
Yeah.
Paulit-ulit.
Yeah. Si Carl Bringas is the point of attack of Mindoro right now, and so they keep giving it up for Recto to make him be the decision maker on how that flow is gonna go.
Saan merong twitch eh.
Mm.
I mean, minsan merong quick first step of the triple threat. Pero kay JC Recto, once he pounds off on that first dribble, may burst of speed. Na if you're the defender, lalo ikaw, Carl Bringas, you're so used to guarding much bigger guys that don't usually handle the ball. Nahihirapan.
So it's how you're better off sagging against Recto because 3-point shooting wise, he hasn't made a 3-point shot, so you dare him to take that 3 instead of overplaying him and allowing that downhill action.
Yeah, but timeout, 1 minute and 41 seconds left here in the fourth. Mindoro with an 8-point lead. Bataan off that timeout. Can they execute down by 8? MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Kani will trigger it in. Chito Jaime for 3. Wow, halfway down and out.
Wow. Had that gone in,
Minumog eh.
Oo.
Minumog palabas.
Halfway down, niluwa.
Oo. Teka lang, re-reviewin nila yung last out of bounds play. By the way, quick shout out kay Coach Mark Dandan, nanonood din ngayon.
Yes. Coach Mark, I've always wanted to try and imitate them, all the boys.
Deep voice, huh?
voice. No, kidding aside, ganda ng boses niya ni Coach Mark. See that tap right there.
Ano ba sasabihin ko? Hindi. Coach Mark, obviously former assistant coach
Yes.
with Bataan, then with Muntinlupa, who both played today in a triple header.
Oh,
Diba?
yes.
Baseline inbound. Ganap na papasahan si Robbie
Gan-
Tarap. Malakas
Oh,
to.
layo.
That could be the ball game. JJ Caspe.
Oh, no.
He misses.
Still got a crack at this. Quick release.
What a pass. And they make them pay with that miss attempt point blank, making this a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, a lot of time. Especially you have 3-point shooters. Jab step going middle, but how about that beautiful weak side cut by Carl Bringas? This time he's the one who attacks that paint.
Commissioner Emor Ureta with Uri Distrito and si Boss Roy Luarca. Huh?
Yes, Boss Roy.
One minute, 26 seconds left. Mahaba-haba pa ito.
Oo, mahaba pa to.
This game eerily similar from what they had in the regular season last year.
You were covering that game?
O kami ni Coach Christian yun.
Ah, kayo ni Coach Christian. Yeah, he wants very early. Coach Matt wants, that early cover on JC, so that he gives up the ball and allow the others to attack. This time, it's a good ploy though.
Mindoro spreading it out.
No screens, just solo coverage.
Ramirez. A second remaining. Caspe to
Oh,
make up
man.
for the miss. He hits a 3.
That one's big.
30 points for JJ Caspe.
Again, you break the paint and you release it over to the weak side.
Foul on JC Recto.
What a good misdirect by Coach Benji on that play. Gave out that ball. RJ swings it over, and Enzo finds the waiting hands of JJ Caspe.
You know what they say, the most dangerous shot off an offensive rebound.
It's a 3.
That could be the ball game right there. Bringas missing the front end of his free throws. pangalawa, Chito Jaime sa loob.
Oh, man.
Chito Jaime, 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 block shots. But he missed all 5 of his attempts from beyond the arc.
They're still in this. But you have to defend. Ooh.
Oops. Yeah, foul given up by Tutoy Ramirez. Ito bang pinaka mataas na point total in a game this preseason? 30 points.
I would not have that. Combined 150 something, right?
Hindi. Yung kay JJ Caspe.
I can
na
JJ
30
Caspe.
points.
I thought the game. See Bam Gamalinda right there. Missing this game.
Malog yung una, palabas. Parang From what I recall, si Encho had 25, something like that in the first game. Chito Jaime. Wala pa din. And that should do it. 40 seconds remaining. Caspe will just dribble out some clock. Fouled by Carl Bringas. Pwede pagdagdagan ni JJ Caspe ang kanyang point total. What a performance by former University of Batangas Brahman.
Yeah. But if you're Bataan, this is by far, in my opinion, their most competitive game that they played.
Oo.
Diba? Ang ganda ng ball rotation. They had a really good start. But again, the challenge is sustaining it. And, you know, we talked about this earlier. So you see 3 made right there.
Kani with 26 points. Finaul ulit si JJ Caspe.
34 free throws by Mindoro in this game. No, 34.
Supply unang free throw ni JJ Caspe. Again, when you sum up as a whole yung ginawa ng Mindoro in the second half where they fell behind in this game by 13, what do you think was the major difference, Coach Mike?
I think the key part is them, you know, staying really composed on the defensive end. Hindi sila narattle dun sa, you know, attack very early in the third quarter. They played it out, and then guys like Recto and JJ Caspe coming into play, and you also can't help but notice the performance of RJ Ramirez, who I felt was crucial defensively, and even, you know, on those feeds to his open teammates.
And Mindoro with a great comeback behind the spirited effort by JJ Caspe. What a performance. Grabe itong numbers na ito.
Oh, yeah. 34 points, 14 rebounds, a double-double, shoots 50% from 3, able to dish 4 assists, and he's done everything in all of the close to 30 minutes that he's played. He shot 72% from the free throw line, and, you know, how else do you try and defend against a JJ Caspe?
Our final score is 78 for the One Bataan Risers, 86 for the Mindoro Tamaraws. And they notch win number 2 in their group. And great job by Jonas Tibayan and the rest of the crew. I'm sure Mayora Jennifer Ina Alegre Cruz is happy. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin po tayo mga kaliga. Bukas, tutungo tayo sa Marikina Sports Center in the city of Marikina. First game starting at 3 p.m. between Bacolod and Batangas, followed by Ambra versus Quezon City. And to cap things off, Marikina will defend their home court kalaban ang Ilagan Isabela. That's gonna do it for coverage for tonight. On behalf of Coach Mike Perez and our entire crew, ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.